All right, we're gonna make this simple and straight to the point. Today's video is about why you shouldn't copy influencers' workouts, in a sense. I'm gonna start doing this where like you see me being like an actual human being, and I'm not just always showing you guys a workout. Let me know if you guys want to see more of that, or you just want to go straight into the workout and then we go straight into like the advice I'm giving, right? So anyway, if you're new to the gym, one of the biggest mistakes you could do is trying to copy your favorite workout, whether that's David Lade, Tennyson, um, Larry Wheels. I could go on, but it doesn't really matter. Uh, it look or Alex Eubank, right? Just because like it looks good on Instagram, but like here's why like it's stopping your progress. So you for one, at least for most guys, typically we do it because we want to see our abs. And seeing your abs isn't really the hard thing, but you know it's like a process. Once you do something long enough, you start deviating it into other things that you want to try out, right? So a perfect example. Most people, like, or influencers rather, have been training for like years. Their workouts include immense volume, intensity, or exercises. Beginners simply don't know how to do the same ability or don't need, honestly. Copying them is trying to like drive a car without knowing how to drive a car. That was a weird analogy, but honestly, like if you're a beginner, the best advice I can give you is to focus on your basics: push, pull, squat, hinge, core, and some stay consistent. Honestly, you don't want to like mastering the basics. Like at least for me, guys, I'm all about the basics. Like the basics will take you far. Like if you can do a squat, do a squat. One of the hardest things to do in life is squat. If you can squat, you can do nearly everything else in life. If you to do a push up, start there, then go to the bench, then do dumbbells. Then you find other variations. If you can do a pull, like a lat pull down or a pull up, do that. If you do a hinge, RDL, deadlift, stiff legged deadlift, like start that core, could be your obliques, could be leg raises, can be hanging leg raises, can be reverse twist, reversion twist. I could go into detail about all these workouts, but it doesn't really matter. My overall point is to stick to the basics and try to master them, right? Another thing, most people influencers train like 6 to 5 days because their bodies are like primed to doing that. If a beginner were to try that, they would injure themselves or like get burnt out. For me, honestly, what I did when I first started working out, I did 3 times a week. Uh, I did I think push pull legs. Yeah, that's what I did. And then you want to prioritize your sleep and your recovery because for most people, like this is a whole new beginning. Unless like you're either getting paid, this is something where you told yourself, yeah, this is something I'm gonna do like long term moving forward. That's I would even suggest that. Like for most people, I tell them like if you have a really busy schedule, you could do full body 3 days a week, and you could do that instead of you trying to do like something else. You know. Another thing too is what's it called? Sleep and recovery. If you're not sleeping, none of this matters, right? And I can't stress this enough, but everybody trains for a different reason. Like the guy you've seen in the background in my video, of this today's video, right? He wants to do a pull up at 380. For me, I want to get lean while still keeping my strength. Those are two very different goals. Like I wouldn't suggest like Jack and John would train with both of us. Granted, like we have different goals in mind. Where he wants to be able to still do a pull up at his body weight, where I still want to try to maintain my strength while getting smaller, right? Or let's say someone like Larry Wheels, like let's say like 5, 10 years ago, he wanted to get as strong as possible. I wouldn't suggest someone training with him who's a beginner. One, you're not on steroids. Two, you're not used to that type of intensity. And three, you're gonna hurt yourself. So everybody's training for a different reason. It's either for content, aesthetics, or bodybuilding shows. Their routines are not really designed for you guys to really like just do it. So like that's what I'm saying for you. For if you're a beginner, focus on something simple like a push pull legs, full body, or just master the basics, which I've already addressed. You need to build a program that addresses your goals, not replicates their Instagram highlight. You know, that's a bar, by the way. I don't know if you guys caught that. Okay, another thing too, like for me, like I respond really well to like recovery. Like I know some people will be like, "Oh, you train too much, George. Like, why are you doing 4 to 5 times a week?" That's just how I can recover, honestly. Like if I get enough sleep, I can probably train 6 days straight religiously. Um, but yeah, like you don't see what they do. Like you don't know what their lifestyle is, their supplements, or their PADs. Like I wouldn't like most people when I train with people, like I typically try to tell them, don't copy exactly what I do just because I'm able to do it. And like perfect example, you guys just saw me benching like 225. Like, I wouldn't suggest someone the first day in the gym try to bench 225. You're gonna hurt yourself, which is why, like, you want to focus on progressive overload and consistency overall. Trust your journey instead of comparing. The guy who enjoys the journey will go a lot farther than the guy who's just doing it for the, I forgot the quote. But essentially, you got to enjoy the journey, enjoy it for what it is, instead of you just trying to do like one thing at a time, right? So, I kind of mentioned this in the beginning, but you want to like really stick to the basic stuff. Like for me, if I had to start all over, I'd really tell myself to stick to the basics. Squat, bench, deadlift, rows, pull-ups, overhead press, and push-ups and dips. Like you want to build strength, you want to stay consistent, and you want to adjust over time. Like it's boring, but it's not complicated. Like all you really have to do is just stick to it, like long term, in a sense. So simplicity over complication, right? Just because it looks just because it looks simple doesn't mean it is simple. Like one thing I can tell you, like for me, getting from 225 to 315 was fairly easy, but getting to 315 to 405 is a different type of animal, you know? So it looks simply, oh, just put more weight on the bench, George, just sleep more, just bench more. No. Like, if you have other goals in mind, like, it's not just going to be as easy as it looks. Overall, this whole point of this video is just for me to say, stop copying, like, other influencers' workouts. Train smart, keep it simple, and you'll see results. If you guys want to see, like, a full beginner program, I have a couple, but if you guys want, like, a more generalized one, I guess I can make that. You know, we're not trying to gatekeep here. We all everybody see their gains. Hope this helps.